All right, CAPA 8th graders, it is time to start the argumentative essay number 3. I know you're excited about it. It is supporting or opposing manifest destiny. So first, let's take a look at the cover page. You will notice in bold that it is due Wednesday, April 26th. No exceptions. I have to have things graded and in at the beginning of May, so I need them due by April 26th. And that gives you almost a full month. You will notice I'm not requiring a rough draft, and there are no reading questions this time. I just want to see some evidence and some research. So research notes are worth 10 points out of 50. That is 20% of the overall grade for this. The argumentative writing organizer, which we'll talk about in a moment, is worth 15 points. Which makes 30% of the grade. The final draft from the rubric is 16 total points. That comes from the district. I can't change that point system. And your use of class time, which is important because this is during the PSSAs, and I would really like to not have anything due outside of class. The school does not want us to give you things due outside of class, big projects, essays, so I'm giving you plenty of class time to do so. So I ask that you use it wisely. That's a total of 50 points. This will be your only writing grade for the fourth quarter. This is going into the fourth quarter grade, and writing is 20% of your overall grade, so please take it seriously. Let's take a look at the graphic organizer. You have the intro in the top rectangle, supporting details. I need at least 2. For each supporting detail, you need to have textual evidence. Okay, I'm not requiring you to have a works cited page, so I need you to use an in-text citation. Okay, so you put the textual evidence in quotations, and then in parentheses you tell me where you got it from. If it's a textbook, put the page number afterwards. American Journey, page 352. Or if it's a website, please put americanhistory.org, etc. I don't need all the rest if the URL, which is the web address, is a million lines long. You just have to give me the organization portion. For instance, rutgers.edu, okay, if it's from a university. Okay, and then you have your counterclaim. Some people have been putting their counterclaim in the intro. Some people have been putting their counterclaim in with their other information. Please make your argument before you give the other side of the argument, okay? Because if you give the counterclaim too early, it actually weakens your claim. So come with the counterclaim and then the rebuttal, which crushes the counterclaim, and then you end with a concluding paragraph, not a concluding sentence, a concluding paragraph. Okay, so you have your intro, which introduces the essay, and the conclusion, which wraps it up and leaves us wanting to take your side of the argument. So the graphic organizer says, provide a concluding statement that calls the audience to take action. So you want to make sure that you end with something that makes me want to take your side of the argument. So what is the argument? Taking a look at the prompt, it says, now that you have read the arguments against manifest destiny and looked at some of the results of the Mexican War, think about the ideals upon which America was founded. Imagine you were alive in 1850. Would you support or oppose manifest destiny? So your argument is either in favor of manifest destiny or in opposition of manifest destiny. Okay, so for instance, your intro can be 3 sentences setting it up, something like, in the mid-1850s, the idea of manifest destiny swept across the nation, which was the idea that God gave Americans the destiny to occupy the continent from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, period. That's a little bit of a run-on, but you get the point. Many Americans were for manifest destiny, but others opposed it. If I were, period, if I were alive in 1850, I would support Manifest Destiny for several reasons, period. Now I change paragraphs and I get into my details. Okay, so something that simple. Manifest Destiny, occupying the continent from sea to shining sea. Okay, so, and then you have your rubric that you should be used to. You should shoot for all 4 advance. You should not shoot for anything below that. Remember not to talk about the essay in the essay. It sounds ridiculous. As I used this example before, it's like sitting down at the dinner table and telling your family, I should now start eating my meal. Okay, everybody knows because you have a fork in your hand and there's food on the fork. Okay, everyone knows you're eating. I'm reading the essay. I know that it's an essay. You don't have to tell me it's an essay. Just write it. Okay, and it's quality over quantity. While I require them to be complete paragraphs, 1 or 2 sentences does not constitute a complete paragraph. There's no set length or word count. Just write well. Have textual evidence to back up your claim. Make sure there's a counterclaim. Intro and conclusion. I never tell anyone how many paragraphs. If you do it in 5, fine. If you do it in 4, fine. If you do it in 7, that's fine. Just make sure that you're getting to the point and you're not restating the same points over and over and over. Okay? April 26th, this is due. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or see me in class or at lunch. My email is mthompson1@pghboe.net. If you send any attachments, it must be done through your student email. Your student email is, you can reach it by going to outlook.office365.com, and you use your normal login and password. Your login has to be your STE, first initial, last name, and number, at pghschools.org if you do not have it saved from my demonstration in November.